Hey guys, this is Troy,
And Alex.
and we are two dudes in football for Week 5 of the NFL season. Well, we started off with what almost was the Geno Smith game.
Geno Smith. I miss that guy.
Hey, I mean he's gonna be starting for a couple weeks.
Oh, yeah. I used to play with him in Madden. Go crazy with him.
I mean the Rams, they were not impressive, but they were good.
Good enough.
Stafford was solid, but he had a pick. Darrell Henderson was good.
Yep.
Sonny Michel was exactly what you'd expect. Robert Woods, though, he had a great game.
Yeah, Robert Woods, 12 receptions, 150 yards. Probably led some fantasy teams to a win this week. But so did DK Metcalf. 598 and 2 touchdowns. Had Jalen Ramsey just all over the place.
You know, I think my favorite part, though, is the fact that Geno Smith genuinely played just as well as Russell Wilson.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, there was one difference in completions and attempts and like 21
I'm
yards.
still on the Russell Wilson. It's not like a top even 7 quarterback right now. I just don't think he's that good.
Yeah, I mean, Geno Smith gave the team life. Geno Smith all the way. Last quarterback to beat Belichick as a rookie, I'm pretty sure.
No. Well, it was almost Davis Mills this week.
Hey, we'll get to that in a second. Okay, so that was the greatness of Thursday Night Football, I guess. Then we got Sunday morning, the London game, which
Kyle Pitts finally did something and had a great game.
Yeah, he did a thing.
He did something.
Didn't have the most yards in the team, but it was still pretty good. Well, he did that by like 2 yards. Well, wait, let me see. No, he didn't. Yeah, Cordell Patterson still led the team in yards, total yards, again.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, he is literally every position except defense, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
The former Giant Wayne Gallman did nothing. Mike Davis was decent.
He's just not like that good, and I don't know why people are under the impression that he was good. He just wasn't ever that good.
Yeah, I love how the Falcons, their non-Cordell Patterson running backs are guys who literally had one good year last year because they were backups to the team that had the running backs go down.
It's not even like Mike Davis had a great year last year. And neither did Wayne Gallman. It's just
Wayne Gallman was almost as good as Saquon in terms of how Saquon was last year. He wasn't that bad. He was pretty solid. Aside from fumbling that one game away.
Yeah.
And Cordell Patterson, man, if he had made that pass, that'd have been great.
Yeah.
As for basically the story of the game, though, is simply put, the Falcons finally did not blow a lead, and that the Jets somehow made it competitive. So in a sense, both teams took an L.
Both just bad football teams.
Really, I'm taking an L because my tank bowl prediction is getting proven wrong thanks to the Falcons. But yeah, the Jets, I mean, that game shouldn't have been close. The Falcons almost just handed it away like usual, but the butt fumble. Yep. Now on to the Davis Mills saga, which, you know how Mac Jones outplayed Brady like last week and lost? Well, now he got outplayed and won. Davis Mills, fair to say, aside from I think Justin Fields, was the best rookie quarterback this week.
Yeah, he might have been better.
Yeah, I mean, 3 touchdowns, 300 yards, and he only had 21 completions.
No turnovers.
Less than 30 attempts, that's pretty solid. I mean, dude, Chris Moore, who even is that?
I was just wondering the same exact thing. He went to Cincinnati. You should know who that is.
Hey, the Bearcats for life, starting from last year. But, okay, back to the game. The Texans lost. And this was not a game where Belichick was smart or the Patriots played good. They got lucky. The Texans, oh my God. Their kicker missed a kick. I'm pretty sure he missed like 2 PATs.
He missed 2.
And they had the historically inept 0-yard punt, which if you guys didn't see it, their punter punted the ball. It bounced off their own player and went straight out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage for a 0-yard punt. Like, you can't make this up, bro.
That's what happens to bad teams. Losers are going to lose. Bad teams are going to make bad plays. But
you don't expect that.
Yeah, no.
That's just like the butt fumble.
It would not happen to the Buccaneers, like it wouldn't happen to the Rams.
Yeah,
it would happen to the Texans because they're a bad team.
Hunter Henry had his first really good game as a Patriot.
Still waiting on Jonnu Smith.
Well, I mean, he's like Evan Ingram. Got bricks. Mac
Yeah.
Jones, he doesn't look as good as he did the first 2 weeks. I mean, you went against the Texans defense. You should have been able to carve him. Instead, he
Yeah.
barely got out with a win.
Yeah.
Speaking about barely got out with a win, we have the new crying team, the Lions. Dan Campbell
No,
crying after the win.
don't do that.
Hey, he had a reason. The fact is that 2
And-
weeks in a row they lose on a literal time expiring field goal.
And
Is
and,
sad. Or
Frank,
2 out of 3
Frank
weeks.
Ragnow is out for the season now.
Who is?
Frank Ragnow, the center.
Ooh,
It's like all pro center.
that's bad.
He's getting toe surgery.
Dan Campbell, I mean, that crying, I mean, honestly,
I-
it does show how much he cares for that team.
No, I
and
think
remember
he's
everyone
a-
clowning him.
He's a great coach. He seems like a great coach. He's got his guys into it. They want to win every week. The roster proves otherwise. Like they just the roster's just not very good. There's not much you can do about that.
But
for
you know
the time
what?
being, but-
You know what? Dan Campbell was right though. They're biting at the kneecaps. They're all these games that they're keeping up close
Yeah.
with should not be close.
Yeah, no.
Kirk Cousins wasn't even. He was okay. Alexander Madison was pretty dang good. 113 yards.
Yeah, he had a great
Justin
game.
Jefferson, great game. And I get that Russell Westbrook, he says overrated,
Westbrook.
but he's not.
Russell
Wilson.
West.
But they're the same thing. They're both overrated. They're both overrated. Okay.
Wrong sport.
Yeah, my bad. Well, I saw D.D. Westbrook's name, and
Yeah.
I was like, oh, yeah, Russell Westbrook. And then I'm like, yeah. But, okay, back to football. Kirk Cousins, I don't even think he's top 15 quarterback in the league, fair to say.
I think he's top 15.
Top 15? Oh, no.
I think he's like, well, who do you put over him? Like, I think that if you get him on
Russell Wilson's better than him.
well, yeah,
Matt Stafford's better than him.
yeah,
Kyler Murray's better than him.
yeah,
Josh Allen's better than him.
yeah,
Brady's better than him.
yeah.
Okay, Brady's better than him.
These are like obvious. Like I don't.
Yeah,
think,
but it's 15. You got to name the obvious ones, baby.
I don't really think like Derek Carr.
I mean, maybe in this league now, but I mean, he doesn't seem that much better than Tannehill. He's not better than Aaron Rodgers. He's not better than Burrow. I mean, he's not that good. Not better than Justin Herbert or Baker. That's 10 right there.
I don't even think Baker's that good.
I don't know. All I know
I
is
think
the Vikings. I get that people are gonna say they're literally 3 different plays away from being undefeated. At the end of the day, Vikings fans should be grateful they're even with 2 wins. That
well,
team
yeah,
is
it's
not
another.
as good
It's
as
another.
people
If
give
your
credit
if
for.
your team is a bunch of losers, you find ways to lose. So
And if you're the Carolina Panthers, you blow a game that you should have won.
Sam Darnold.
Well,
Sam
let's
Darnold.
just start
Sam
with
Darnold.
this. The
Sam
Panthers.
Darnold. Sam Darnold
The Panthers
is
went into
not a
half.
franchise quarterback.
The Panthers went into half.
He's a backup
It
quarterback.
was 15-6. They blew that lead in what honestly is, in terms of the games I have watched live, is the ugliest game of football I've ever watched.
Sam Darnold.
Everything about that game was horrendous. Jalen Hurts played like garbage till literally one drive. Sam Darnold was literally garbage for all
Not
of
a
one
franchise
drive.
quarterback.
I mean, the literal only players I can really say did good were Devontae Smith and Chuba Hubbard. Aside from them,
Yep.
I don't think anyone was really that good. Dante Jackson was good, I guess, 'cause he had an interception. Big deal. I mean, the Panthers had a punt that was blocked.
Darius Slay had 2 interceptions.
Yeah, but he should have had a lot more last year. Big play Slay has not been the big play he was supposed to be for a while, but now this could be a big deal for him.
Yeah, could get him back on the right track.
But we also don't know if he was just a ghost that Darnold was seeing.
Sam
He's the
Darnold-
ghost of the Detroit
Sam-
Lions, big play
hold on,
Slay.
hold on. Sam Darnold is not a franchise quarterback. Get the thought out of your head that this dude is gonna lead you places. You're gonna need a bigger upgrade than this.
Yeah, but then who do you
Kirk-
get?
Kirk-
Deshaun Watson?
Kirk Cousins would
Stop
be better
it.
than this.
No, he would not.
Yes, he
He'd
would.
be the same.
No, you would not. Get Deshaun Watson.
Kirk Cousins did nothing with Washington, and he's done nothing with the Vikings, but luck into a playoff win.
It's more than Sam Darnold.
I will say this. Nick Foles should have stayed with the Eagles instead of Wentz, and Case Keenum should have stayed with the Vikings instead.
Yeah.
Talent-wise, they might not be better, but chemistry, those 2 guys were for their team, and both teams have suffered because of it. But the Panthers, they got Stephon Gilmore for literally a bag of chips, as that one video showed, because they got a 6th-round pick for a dude who literally was a defensive player of the year
Yep.
2 years ago.
Yep.
He doesn't come back till week 7. I mean, it's just it hurts when you know that the team is doing its best to win, but at the end of the day, when your running back is your offense and your running back is either named Saquon Barkley or Christian McCaffrey, that's a really, really bad thing because they're not going to be there for the season.
Yeah, well, Saquon's going to be out for like 2 weeks.
Daniel Jones, too.
Oh, my God. Dude, he
was
he was foaming out of his mouth. He was like, he was falling. And then you see Jabril Cox, like, repost someone's story that said Jabril Cox giving out concussions out here. He, like, reposted it. Like what a jerk.
Hey, I mean, as long as you ain't getting a bounty for it, it's legal.
Yeah.
Headhunting.
Listen.
That's what you got to go for.
Listen, if Kadarius Toney gets fined for punching a dude in the head, then Jabril Cox should get fined for that.
I just love how Daniel Jones stumbled in front of the end zone again. That's so classic.
Literally had no control over his body on that point in time.
Yeah, I mean, we're jumping ahead, but like, bro, that Giants-Cowboys game is just so great. I mean, Mike Glennon was really good until he threw those interceptions. Then he wasn't really good.
Kadarius Toney, though.
It took him the first 3 weeks. Literally useless.
Yeah,
and then last week and this week, my God.
They threw it to him 4 times last week, and they were like, oh, this kid does something.
Yeah, maybe throwing to your first round pick receiver is a good idea.
Yeah, and now he looked
189 yards, despite the fact that he had Daniel Jones and Mike Glennon play. Like, understand this: the Giants' passing game was less than 300 yards total. Kadarius Toney almost had 200.
Yeah.
Bro.
If he stays in the game, he has 220.
I mean, bro. That's insane. I mean, then the Cowboys, Dak was solid. Zeke and Pollard are rivaling the Browns for the best 1-2 punch.
Ran over us the whole game.
Yeah, I mean, they're rivaling the Browns for the best 1-2 punch in the league between Hunt and Chubb and them. It's pretty good. Trayvon Diggs, the guy who essentially likes INTs and likes the yellow flags.
Yards.
I mean, Cowboys won. They were supposed to win that game.
Yeah,
I feel like
it's not a shocker that they win, but
I feel like it
all our players go down.
But I do think it legitimizes that they are a team because this is a game they normally would blow. Like every year, they seem to blow a game that's so easy to win. So they actually won it. So, I mean, we hate to see them win, but credit where credit's due. The Cowboys are definitely a legit team.
Yeah, they are.
Football team.
Let's just go through a speed round.
Bro, the football team. Jameis Winston threw a pick again. 4 touchdowns.
Jameis Winston, first quarter. Interception, 72-yard bomb, fumble. And then to end the half, there's another 50-yard touchdown.
He had
that
15
football team,
completions.
That football team defense looks super legit.
Yeah, bro. Great pass rush. Great cornerbacks, dude.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
Able to stop the run. I mean, the Saints only had over 100 yards on the ground.
Yeah.
I mean, Jameis Winston only had 15 completions. Just scratch the fact that was for almost 300 yards with 4 touchdowns.
Yeah. And then,
Taylor Heineke is who he is, 20 completions, less than 50% completion percentage, 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
Marshawn Lattimore all game long. Why did they keep throwing at him?
Because the playbook is
throw to
Terry McLaurin is down there somewhere. That's their playbook.
Yeah. And then let's just knock off a couple easy ones. Titans, Jaguars.
Derrick
Henry runs through the Jaguars every single year.
I get that he's not going to win it because it's a quarterback award. Bottom line, MVP of the league is Derrick Henry. The Titans are not as good without him. The Bills would still be good without Allen. The Chiefs, well, we'll talk about them later. The Ravens, I mean, dude, Derrick Henry's position to position, pound for pound, best player in football.
I don't know. I think Aaron Donald.
He hasn't been the same this year. He's still been solid, but he hasn't been his 3-time Defensive Player of the Year self.
I don't know. I think that D tackle is in a flashy position, so all the stuff that you don't see him do, he does it very well.
The Buccaneers Dolphins. That game was way too close for about
Brady,
2 quarters.
400 yards, 5 touchdowns. First time he's ever done it. He's 44. Go. What else do you have to say?
Blaine Gabbert went 4 for 4.
Nice.
Great backup.
Yeah,
Leonard Fournette had 60 yards and a touchdown. He had 5.6 carry. Cancer had 124 yards with 7 receptions and 2 touchdowns. Mike Evans had 113 yards.
They have 3 receivers on pace for 1,000 yards.
And they're probably going to do it.
They probably will. Packers, Bengals, Mason
That
Crosby,
game,
what's going on?
oh my God.
Mason Crosby, what's going on there, bud?
Bro, it's not just him, dude. McPherson missed like 2 kicks, dude.
Yeah,
I
but
think
you
like,
expect the Bengals kicker to miss a couple kicks.
okay, what was it? It was after like the 4
They-
minutes left in the game. I
Yeah.
think both kickers combined to miss 5 potential
5,
game-winning
yeah,
field
yeah.
goals, and then
It's like, what are
Crosby
you doing?
finally made one.
What are you doing? Yeah,
like,
so
oh
nothing.
my God, Devontae Adams had 200 yards.
Jamar
Aaron
Chase
Jones
had a
had
big
100
game.
yards rushing.
Jamar Chase had a big game.
Yeah, he can't catch the ball. Remember when everyone was saying that? Can't catch. Yeah.
Stupid.
Joe Mixon had his worst game of the year. Samaje Perine, somehow still in the league, was good. Joe Burrow, despite getting outplayed by Rodgers, kept the game really close. So credit to him. But, I mean,
Yeah.
Packers should have won. They did win, though it came with really, really ugly game.
Steelers, Broncos.
The Broncos.
Yeah, that
Bro, I remember everyone... Dude,
but Two Gloves wasn't playing, right?
he did.
He did?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, he had 288 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick, and 38 attempts.
That's not bad.
Cortland Sutton had 120 receiving
Yeah,
yards.
no, like that's what you expect out of him. You know, like that's like, okay, that feels like.
It's
exactly
because
what you should
Najee
do.
Harris had 122 yards in the ground with a 5.3 average.
Yeah, no, Najee Harris.
And it's because Big
you
Ben
know,
didn't throw metric tons of interceptions.
Yeah.
You see, once again, it's like if you just follow a simple game plan, like throwing to your first-round receiver, or better yet, not having your, 40-year-old quarterback throw 50 passes a game when he literally got a Tommy John surgery a year ago from throwing a football.
Yeah, it's bad. Bears, Raiders. Fields looks good. Raiders look bad. John Gruden.
Yeah, Fields
Looks
was
bad.
okay. I mean, yeah, I didn't realize how he didn't play that well. I mean, he had 20 attempts for 111 yards. It's just that's one of those games where you look at the team and you question how they won, especially by that much. And then you realize that Derek Carr threw a pick, and you realize that Derek Carr's coach is not their coach anymore.
Yeah, no, that's a bad look right there. Like, what are you doing? Idiot. What are you doing?
Public emails he sent.
How-
I get he wasn't in the league.
Stupid. How stupid can you possibly be? What are you thinking? Gruden, you as an NFL coach, you literally can't do that. Why are you? What are you thinking?
What? The emails?
Yes.
Well, I mean, that was when he wasn't coaching.
Doesn't matter.
No,
He
what
was-
matters is the fact that he got caught, said, "Oh, it was one bad mistake." And I get you don't want to self-incriminate, but then but if one of them is already surfaced, you know others are going to come out
Yeah.
next. So why do you say, "Oh, it was one mistake"? Because guess what happened? The next day, literally 7 years worth of emails come out. Bro, if one comes out, they're all going to come out.
Yeah.
It's not just one, it's all of them. Bro, now the
Stupid.
Raiders, I mean, first of all, that contract, even if he wasn't fired, was probably going to go down as one of the most infamous contracts in sports history. Not just football. A 10-by-10 deal to a guy who hasn't coached in 10 years, who then brought in an ESPN analyst as his GM. Bro, that contract already was stupid. He'd already failed in the first few years with literally one notable win against the Chiefs, and that was his whole career so far.
Yeah.
I mean, it's bad. I mean, it's bad.
Yeah.
Game of the year.
Browns Chargers.
Great game. Browns, of course. Before we start, we need to understand something. Even when they win, at the end of the day, the Browns are still the Browns, because they are the first team in the history of the NFL to score 40 points and have 0 turnovers,
And
yet
lose.
still lose the game.
Yeah.
Only the Browns.
It's
Nick Chubb, awesome game.
Yeah.
Baker, great game. Njoku, awesome game. Herbert, awesome game.
Odell.
Eckler, solid game.
Odell.
Mike Williams,
I'm never
awesome
starting
game.
you again.
Odell, not good. Derwin James, awesome game. The kickers actually made field goals.
Yeah.
Well, granted, I mean, they didn't even really... I mean, well, no, well, yeah, field goals, because, I mean, the Chargers kicker missed, like, 2 extra points, but the Chargers made both their 2-point conversions, I'm pretty sure, so
Yeah.
that's fine.
Cardinals, 49ers, just one bad game. There's not much to say. It's just a bad
Cardinals
game.
outplayed them, should have scored more, but, I mean, at the end of the day, the Cardinals are undefeated, and they're essentially 7-0 or, like,
Yeah.
8-0. Their next few games are against some really bad teams.
Yeah.
Now, the last 2 games, I think, are the best to talk about, because you've got...
I had the Bills all the way.
We both said we wanted the Bills are going to win. And the bottom line is this now. It is officially time as a Chiefs fan to
panic.
stop saying you're going to win the Super Bowl. You're not.
It's time
This
to panic,
defense
man.
is so abysmal.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's comparing the 2018 Chiefs. Honestly, I don't think that's true. They're worse.
They are.
The 2018 Chiefs, at least for like a quarter, could play good. This team can't play good at all. Yeah, they didn't have Chris Jones. Who cares?
Yeah, it's not like he's not going to force any interceptions.
And then here's the worst part. Mahomes last year threw 6 interceptions the whole
He
year.
has 6 interceptions this year.
That's 5 games.
Yeah.
He is just not playing the same. He's going too high on his reputation is just throw the ball anywhere, and it's just you can't win like that. You're not gonna win doing this. I mean, I get Edwards-Helaire went down. Once again, who cares? He's like 5'7". Of course, he's gonna get hurt.
Yeah, but I mean, then like Kelsey and Tyreek Hill also went down. So
yeah,
and
but
so
no,
did
but
Joe
before they
Joe
went,
Thuney
but
went
before
down,
they
too.
went down, they were already like losing.
Yeah,
that
no,
game.
they're already losing, but it doesn't help.
And I feel like at this point, it's not too far to say that the Chiefs' most important player isn't Mahomes. It's Tyreek. Whenever he isn't balling out, they don't win.
Yeah.
Because the games that they won, like last year against the Eagles, is because he balled out for 200 yards. Or because the game against the Buccaneers last year, because he had 200 yards in one quarter.
Yeah.
Because you can say, well, Mahomes is throwing the ball, but yeah, it's a lot easier to throw a ball to a dude who's literally 7 yards away from everybody.
Yeah.
Josh Allen had 26 attempts.
MVP.
Josh Allen.
MVP.
He didn't have to do anything that game. I mean,
He made some great throws though.
Dawson Knox 117 yards and three catches. Stephon Diggs 69 yards, two catches. Bro, if you literally just look at Josh Allen's stats, you're thinking to yourself, what happened? What happened? The Chiefs, they blow. They are not a top 10 team in the NFL as of right now. They are 2-3. And I get that their 3 losses are, to be fair, to really good teams. But they're not even making these games really competitive at this point. They're just losing. And then Colts, yeah, your season's also over after this one.
Well,
to recover from this is just gonna be so hard. A 1-4 hole, even with the 17th game, is just that's such a huge hole to come out of.
Yeah, but I mean, they're in second in their division with a 1-4 record.
Yeah, but their division is even worse than the NFC East.
It is.
Yeah, I mean,
Lamar,
they blew a 21-point lead. That was what it was, right? 21-point lead.
21, something like that.
Yeah, they blew a 21-point lead. Lamar literally balled out.
Yeah.
He had 6 incompletions.
All game. 400 yards.
And he threw 43 times. He had 62 rushing yards. Bro, dude, everyone says, the
50.
Ravens need running backs. Dude, Lamar is their running back, and he's their
He
quarterback.
had 500 combined yards.
Like, what are you supposed to do? When Mark Andrews is cooking you that hard, and then Marquise Brown is cooking you equally as hard, you're doomed.
Yeah.
I mean, Marquise Brown finally is looking like a first-round pick receiver like he's supposed to. And, I mean, dude, Lamar just balled out. I mean, the Ravens won in overtime. We're all upset, though, about how the Colts lost because Blankenship missed that last kick. But, you know, even though it's sad that the greatest kicker on earth missed a kick, the Ravens won that game. They are solid 3rd or 4th best team in the AFC.
Yeah, I think it goes
Chargers or Bills. Either one of those teams.
I think Bills first. I think the Bills defense
I like
looks
the Chargers
so
just because I trust their offense more. But either way, those are the top 2 teams.
Yeah.
Then I think it's probably the Ravens.
Yeah.
Because if the Titans are they're too hot and cold. When they're hot, I'd say they're 3rd best. But when they're cold, they lose to the Jets.
Yeah.
Okay, the Thursday night game, I'm not gonna watch it. I'm gonna be at the Hurricanes game, thank God. I don't have to watch that travesty. The Buccaneers are going to slam the Eagles.
I won't watch it either. Not gonna lie. I'll be at home, but I'm not going to be watching.
Yeah, that's going to be a slamming.
Rams.
The Dolphins Jaguars. That's a game that maybe six people are going to watch.
That's the London game. A 1-4 Dolphins versus an 0-5 Jaguars.
Dude, why are we doing London so dirty?
Give me Trevor Lawrence for his first win.
The only reason you pick the Jaguars is because it's at their true home stadium.
Yeah,
London.
If Trevor Lawrence isn't there, they're the London Jaguars at the moment.
Well, they're going to be London. They already are the London Jaguars. I think no one cares about them in Jacksonville anymore. They are the London Jaguars. They're going to win that game. The Vikings, Panthers.
Jeez.
I don't want to pick either team because I'm going to be honest. I want the Panthers to win. I don't see the Panthers winning, yet I look at the Vikings and I say there's no way they're going to play up to the Panthers. That game is just... I don't even know what to think about that game.
Since I'm a world-renowned Panthers hater, I'll go with the Vikings.
Yeah, I'll go with the Panthers just because, I mean, if they win this game, then they're still in the playoff race. If they don't, then, man, they're going to have an uphill battle.
Yeah.
Now, the Browns-Chargers is so far game of the year, but this could overtake it.
Yeah.
The Chargers and the Ravens. Yeah. If the Browns are like a top 5 team, it's like what we just said. The Ravens are a top 3 team.
Yeah.
This is legitimately 2 of like the 6 best teams in the NFL playing. And it's not just, it's week 2, Buccaneers, Rams. Like, we actually know how good they are. I am going to go with the Chargers. I love Lamar, but I think the Chargers are just going to beat them.
The Chargers are hot right now.
Yeah. And I mean, dude, the way Williams and Eckler are playing.
Yeah, I think
God.
Chargers. I'm gonna go with you. I think the Chargers, their defense did not look good last week. 42 points, regardless of how you played at the end. 42 points. Actually, the way they played at the end, horrible.
Yeah, but essentially they're playing like what the Chiefs are supposedly able to play. They don't need their defense because I mean, when Herbert's playing as out of his mind as he is, and then Eckler is playing like how he's supposed to, which is just awesome.
Yeah.
And then Mike Williams, and then you still have Keenan Allen, who yes thinks he's the greatest receiver ever, but is still a solid receiver. I mean, I go with the Chargers. The Rams Giants. I'm sorry.
No, give it Rams by 1 million.
Bro.
Or this will be like Mike Glennon.
And
we win 12-6.
Dude, wait.
Year.
Just watch. Just watch both the Seahawks and Giants win. The 2013 quarterbacks are coming back, and then Josh Allen gets down, and then Matt Barkley comes in and wins. Oh my God, that would be the craziest week in football.
Yeah.
No, well, granted, honestly,
just gonna go Rams by 1,000.
Let's just be real here, real quick. This week 5, if you count the NFL and college, probably the craziest week in football history. With how bad the kickers played, with how good some of the games were, and how insane some of the upsets were.
Alabama, yeah.
Lol, they should have dropped farther. Then you had, dude, Iowa State, Penn State. If you guys didn't see it, good. Dude, the Penn State offense literally didn't exist for about half the game. But, okay, back to football, though. So, the Rams are going to win that. It doesn't matter who plays or who doesn't for the Giants. They're losing.
Yep.
Texans.
Colts. I guess.
Okay.
I don't know.
I think Tyrod might be back. If Tyrod's back, I'll take the Texans because I feel like they'll rally with him. If not, I'm going with the Colts.
I honestly don't know, so I'm just gonna go with the Colts. Who even cares?
At the bottom, it's 2-1-4 teams. Let's be real. Chiefs football team. Man, I want to go with the football team because it'd just be so funny.
Gotta go Chiefs.
The Chiefs gotta win that.
Yeah.
Chiefs, you lucky. Packers, Bears,
Packers.
Justin Fields hasn't looked... I mean, he's actually made Matt Nagy look right about having him sit on the bench for the first few weeks. He hasn't been terrible, but...
I mean, is Andy Dalton going to do any better?
Nick Foles.
Nick Foles is,
They're going to lose. Just, bro. The Bengals and the Lions, oof.
Bengals.
Lions.
Battle of the Cats.
I'm only saying the Lions because I feel like they got to get their boy a win. They got to get Dan a win.
Yeah.
They got to. The Cardinals, Browns. I go with the Cardinals.
I'll go Cardinals, too. They're away, but,
I get that the Browns played really well and the Cardinals played really bad, but...
Yeah, but the Cardinals play up and they play down. They play up to whoever they need to play against, and they play down to whoever they're playing against. That's the
it's like the Steelers a few years ago, except they actually play good against the good teams.
Yeah.
Cowboys, Patriots.
Dude, who cares?
Dude, whoever loses is gonna be great because
Yeah.
you have the still salty Patriots fans losing
It's
to the
gonna-
Cowboys,
the
or you have the
Cowboys-
Cowboys lose to the Patriots, and you're like, oh my god,
I think Cowboys will win.
Cowboys should win. The Raiders, Broncos win that game.
Broncos.
No way the Raiders win.
Yeah. No.
Sunday Night Football. Wow, that Sunday night Seahawks Steelers. Oh.
Once again, who cares? Like, I don't care.
Dude, give me the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Dude, even
Bills
the
Titans.
Geno Smith is gonna win, and then the Bills Titans. Bills. It's like as I
Bills.
said, even when the Titans play hot, I see them as third, and the Bills are just they're
Yeah,
top
Bills.
two. The Bills on my power rankings for the AFC, Bills are number
I
two
think
no matter
The
what.
Bills are
They're
number
gonna win that.
Bills are number one in my power rankings for the year right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is it just because the Cardinals played bad last week?
I mean, yeah, a little bit. I just think the Bills are. I think they outmatch the Cardinals. I think that they're just better.
Well, the Cardinals are outmatched by like teams in their own division. They just actually play well. I mean,
Or
at least at the beginning. Well, yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, they're not as good as the Rams in terms of a roster yet. I mean, they're better than the Rams.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's all we got. So.
See you
Yeah.
next week. This is Troy.
And Alex.
We got two dudes at football.